All right, we are standing up today. We're gonna see how this goes. Like I said in my last video, this recovery physically is a lot easier. So I've already kind of like been out and about a bit, but then I kind of overdo it and I'm like, I need to rest. So I'm just gonna take it easy. It may seem ridiculous doing a June favourites, seeing as I was in hospital for a week and had to have emergency surgery in June. Not favourites, definitely not favourites. But I've still managed to get some favourites. I think especially because in recovery you just kind of like lay there and just watch things. And also I went into hospital on the 10th of June, so that was still 9 solid days of healthy June. You can cram a lot into 9 days. So I have some favourites. First of all, as always, books. However, when you're ill, you do not read, or at least I don't. I read the Banging Book Club book for June, but I didn't really like it, so not a favourite, but I do have one book favourite. This is the American edition of my book, Doing It, Let's Talk About Sex, and it's out now in the USA. I am very, very excited that this is out in the US, and I love the new cover, and it's hardback. Look at that. I think you can also get paperback versions. Look, it's got its like jacket, and then it's just nice and sleek and black, and it's, oh, that's upside down. Wait, is it? No, it's not. You can read that. I am so proud of this book, and it would mean the world to me if you bought it and read it and enjoyed it and passed it on to a friend. Oh my god, my nails match! Well, they match that bit, but yeah, they match! Doing It, US edition, out now. So one of the things that I did before I went back into hospital was the Crohn's Colitis UK Walk It event in London. They're doing loads around the country, and it was either a 5k or a 10k walk. I did the 5k, taking it easy. I did it with my parents. They got this lovely medal for having completed it. We were raising money for Crohn's Colitis UK, who do amazing work supporting research to try and find a cure for Crohn's and colitis, but also supporting those living with inflammatory bowel disease. They do amazing, amazing work. My Just Giving page is still active as I'm filming this. I don't know how it works when they become inactive and when the money gets sent to the charity, but I will leave a link in the description to the Just Giving page if it is still active when this video goes up. So if you would like to donate, that would be amazing. If not, fine. You don't have to. But yeah, this 5k was like the most exercise I'd done in 2018, and a 5k walk, it like took us an hour and I was pooped. Pun actually not intended, but that's a great pun. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is some artwork. This was actually something that happened in April, I think, but I got the artwork in June. So my sister used to work for this charity in Bristol called Off the Record. They're a mental health charity, and they were doing a silent auction to raise some money. They basically got young people to submit their art, like send in their artwork, and then there was like a weekend of the art exhibition, and you could bid on certain pieces of art, and if you were the highest bidder, you paid for it, obviously, and you got that art. I bid on a whole bunch of pieces. I got very excited, and I ended up being the highest bidder on 2 of them, and I'm very excited. I love them so much, and I cannot wait to move into the new flat and get these guys framed. So this is the first one I got. The artist's name is Lily Kong, and I will leave a link to her website in the description. I think it's called Painting at Weekend, because that's what it says down here, but I just love this. I love bright colours. I love that there's just like a happy fat person doing a self-portrait. I am into it. And then this next one is very me. It is just some blue sky and a sunflower, and this artist's name is Rosie Smith. But yeah, I just love this. I think it's gorgeous. It looks so good in frames. My next favorite is a game. I love including video games in my favorites now. This is like all very new to me and I love it. Dan introduced me to this game that we're playing together, like co-op split screen, called Earth Defense Force. So all the other games that we've been playing before are like turn-based strategy games. This is like my first one where it's like third-person shooter, I think, and it's not turn-based, it's just like, you gotta be quick. I'm actually getting into it, and I think I'm okay at it. But basically, you're just shooting giant insects. There are giant ants, giant spiders, and giant wasps, and then there are also loads of robots and spaceships. It's great. But we do not know when it ends. We have like got to like level 80 or something, and there are like new bad guys keep on being introduced, and we're just like, when is this gonna end? When are we gonna actually save the Earth? But yeah, I'll keep you updated. Evenings here are like, what do you want to do? Should we just shoot some ants? Yeah, let's shoot some ants. Also, oh my god, I completely forgot. So every month, me and Dan do this like surprise date thing. So like one of us organises it. This month, Dan organised us going to like a VR games room. So we basically, for an hour, got to play like VR games. Like there's this place and you can like rent out a space for an hour. This was after my surgery actually, so like Dan was in one booth and I was like in another booth sat down. But it was great because you can do VR sat down. DNA VR, that was the name of the company, DNA VR in London. Oh, my next favourites are TV. First of all, The Handmaid's Tale, season 2. I am loving it. I am up to date with where it's out in the UK, so if you're like watching it where it's at in the US, no spoilers, please no spoilers. It's done a great job of like sticking with the tone, but then also just doing its own thing, just going off on one. It feels weird to be speaking so positively about a really depressing TV show. Like, it doesn't make you feel good watching it, but it is a good show. And what I'm really loving that they're doing this season is Serena Joy's backstory and her character development. I know that she's like a bad guy, but I like her. But I don't like her. I like her as a fictional character, but I don't like her. Does this make sense? And the other TV favourite is Nanette, which is Hannah Gadsby's stand-up show. Just watch it. It is so powerful. I do not have the words to describe. I feel like everyone is talking about it on social media. That is how I found out about it. But if you haven't watched it yet, it's like an hour of your time and it is so worth it. And you might learn a little bit about art history. Apparently I'm really bad at describing things, so I'm going to read out a Facebook post from my friend who was recommending Nanette. She offers articulate and engaging perspectives on sexuality, gender, sexual violence, power, resilience, connection and love, and weaves it all into a self-aware exploration of her comedy career and the importance of the stories we tell. Why can't I like articulate myself like that? But yeah, that is Nanette, Hannah Gadsby. Watch it on Netflix now. In movie favourites, I went to see Ocean's 8 and just adored it. It was just such a fun movie. I have seen Ocean's 11, but cannot remember it at all. George Clooney's in it. But it was just so amazing to see like 8 leading ladies, no love interests, just about them doing crime. And it also feels like all of the actresses are just playing stereotypes of themselves, or at least what the media perceives them as. It was silly and it was great. And I got some fashion pieces for you. One of them is this dress, although you can't really tell it's a dress. This dress is from ASOS. I wasn't intending on buying a summer dress, but I am a sucker for bright colours and floral. And I saw this and I was like, you will be mine. So I bought this before I went to hospital and didn't get a chance to wear it. And so when it was the day that I was being discharged, I was like, Dan, bring my new dress. And so I wore this as I was being discharged from hospital, like there with my walking stick, just like, yes, I'm trying to be glamorous whilst also having just had surgery. I love the like off the shoulderness of it, even though that means I have to like wear strapless bras or just deal with straps that we hide for the sake of videos. Okay, so then I also got from ASOS this matching number, this crop top, also off the shoulder. What is about off the shoulder? And then these trousers, like 3/4 length flowy trousers, and I wore these to the Blogosphere Awards and I won my category. I was best vlogger. So like thank you Blogosphere, and also thank you to everyone who nominated me. I don't think I've owned like a matching set like since I was like 7, but I've been experimenting with also wearing them separately so that I can like make the most out of these. I also have some weddings this summer. Like, is this acceptable to wear to a wedding? I don't know. I will leave links to everything in the description, and full disclosure, some of them will be affiliate links, which basically means that any purchases you make through my links, I get a small cut off. It doesn't affect you at all. It affects me positively. But sometimes I get you guys discounts. Speaking of which, earrings. So a lot of you are always asking where I get my jewellery from, and if my jewellery is at all space themed, then it is probably from Eclectic Eccentricity, which is my favourite jewellery brand, and they are so lovely. They often like send me pieces. This is a new one that I got from them. It's like this moon-shaped thing. Oh, I just realised I'm like really over the microphone right now. But yeah, I love this. And then they also recently sent me these studs, which are just gorgeous. They have like little leaves. They're called leaves, Hannah. And because you guys are constantly asking me where I get my jewellery from, and like 90% of the time it is Eclectic Eccentricity, I asked them if I could get a discount code for you guys, and they have. So if you use the discount code Hannah, that is my name, Hannah. That gets you 10% off. And again, full disclosure, if you use that discount code, I then also get a cut. But yeah, I love helping you guys out when I can. Genuinely, I'm like looking at my jewellery now and I'm just like, yes, eclectic eccentricity. Yep. They just make such good stuff. But yeah, if you want yourself some funky jewellery, then discount code Hannah will get you 10% off. Woo woo woo. And that is it for my favourites video. One last plug for my book Doing It, out in the USA now. Go, 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 go. I'm going to open the windows and put the fan on and sit down. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do let me know things that you have been enjoying in the comments, any recommendations. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'm making new videos every week, and I'll see you soon. Bye!